My friend Rhonda today asked if I would make another video about how to make cat food because her kitty is having some issues. So I'm going to show you how to make cat food, this time with Alnutrin, using my food processor. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. Okay, stay tuned. The first thing that I do is that I will get everything prepared for myself. I am going to follow a little bit of Dr. Lisa Pearson's recipe, not all because I'm using L-Nutrin, but I am going to cook it just very, very, very gently for at 350 for 15 minutes. I have 6 pounds of meat. I have taken out my food processor, the Alnutrin, the way to measure it, and I will show you all of that in just a little bit. But I've got it all prepared, and now we're going to go. So I am today using about 6 pounds of meat. I am using steak, pork, chicken, and I think that's it. Well, anyway, I'm using that, and that calls for about 40 grams of Alnutrin, and you do have to measure it carefully so that you've got the right measurement. And about 1 cup of water, which I mix in. I will also add the drippings from the meat after I cook them slightly. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like too. Thank you. To add sardines with the water and then the L-Nutrin because the sardines are super good for them. You don't want to get big fish because of mercury, but sardines are so small that the mercury isn't such an issue, and they're just loaded with really good things for the cats. So add that too. Time your meat so you do not cook it more than 15 minutes. And you'll see I have the timer on. After I get everything into the oven, the meat and so on, I throw away all the packaging and so on. You don't want that hanging out. And I also bleach down with bleach and water the sink because you don't want raw meat and bacteria on your sink or on your counters. So it's a good idea to really be careful with. It's cooked for 15 minutes. I will add cold pureed water to it to stop it from cooking. I also will use that water with the meat later on because I feel like my cats just don't drink enough. So extra water is great. I almost forgot. You need to add liver because with Easy Complete it's already added, but with L-Nutrin it's not. So you just add water to it. I mean liver to it. I use beef liver. You do have to measure it out again. It has to be accurate. So with 6 pounds of meat, you have to have 3 ounces of liver. So I have now measured that out, and I'm going to be adding that and putting that into my food processor with the Alnutrin mix. So that's what I'm going to do first, and then I will um, put the meat into the food processor as well. I've mixed the liver mixture with the sardines and the Alnutrin and water and mix them up really well. I kind of break up the sardines with my fingers, and then I just put that aside to put the meat into the food processor and then into the little containers, and then I will put the Alnutrin mixture within the containers. So the next step is to puree the meat. I tend to puree the meat separately and put each different meat into different containers so that the cats will have a different meat every day, because it's supposed to be really good for them to have a variety and different nutrients every day. So that's the next step. So now that you can see how much it makes quite a bit for 5 cats. I've got lots of food now for a whole week of different kinds of meats. So now that they are pureed and in their containers, I'm going to add the Alnutrin mixture. And then I will put the lids on, put them in the freezer, and they're ready for the week. That's done, I tend to mix the mixture with a fork, and then I put their lids on and I put them in the freezer, and you're done for the week. And you have the most nutritious cat food. It's really the best, and it really saves on money too. I do tend to buy some canned food, but gosh, I mean, yesterday I spent over $100 on Ziwi Peak and Instinct canned food. Making this much really good fresh food for them cost me maybe 45 for 5 cats for the entire week. So guess where I'm saving when I'm making it? And it's so much better for them. I made this week's cat food and you've joined me, so now you know how. I will try to include a link for the Alnutrin. You can buy the meat right in your grocery store. Same with the sardines, and of course, water from your own Brita container or whatever you use. And that's that. It takes maybe an hour, but gosh, much better for your kitties. So do it for them. Bye.